A day after Times Now reported how political parties used money power to ensure votes during the Tamil Nadu elections, shocking accounts emerge of how warnings by the Election Commission were openly flouted by parties which gave bribe and other freebies to lure voters. Here's a Times Now exclusive.
Widespread reports that suspicious vehicles were parked in dark places and money was being distributed.
The EC warning unheeded.
We have received a number of photocopies of voter ID card. I asked our special ladies only. I asked what the purpose of the taking this photocopy. They told that we are going to the self-helping group. They will give the 500 rupees for the casting the vote.
Political parties in Tamil Nadu found ways to bribe voters.
Suspicious vehicles were parked in dark places and money was being distributed. And the electricity board officials who our people contacted in the following day did not give any proper explanation as to what the power cut was about.
These polls have seen the use of money power like never before.
அந்த அளவுக்கு தேர்தல் கமிஷன் வந்து கொஞ்சம் நல்ல ஒரு நெருக்கடியை எல்லா கட்சிகளுக்கும் கொடுத்துருந்துச்சு. அது போது வேறு மாதிரியான ஒரு கோணத்தில் தேர்தல் போகுதுங்கிற ஒரு சந்தேகத்தை உருவாக்கிட்டு இருக்குது. உதாரணத்துக்கு சொல்லப்போனால் இன்றைக்கு நாஞ்சாங்குளம் போன்ற பகுதியில் நாங்களே நேரடியாக பார்த்துருக்குறோம். திமுக வேட்பாளர் வந்து ஓப்பனாகவே காசை வந்து மக்களுக்கு அள்ளி கொடுக்குறாரு. அண்ணா திமுகவும் பல இடங்களில் இப்போ 2 நாள் கிராமங்கள்லாம் பயங்கரமாக பணத்தை கொடுத்துருக்குறாங்க.
Despite more reports of cash being distributed for votes and complaints from local voters,
Complained also to the Qureshi through mail on March 30th, I think so, correct, exactly. I made a complaint that this is happening in our constituency. So timely take necessary action.
the EC maintains stringent measures were in place.
Mr. Qureshi, has your election commission failed?
Election Commission has taken unprecedented measures. At the very fact that we seize a lot of money and we put the fear of God in those who are trying to violate these instructions, we really made things difficult for them. If we were not taking such stringent measures, things would have been totally different.
But at the end of the day, while there are voters who don't mind being wooed by cash and freebies, there are many who still believe that for political reforms, the right to vote should be exercised the way it was envisioned in the Constitution. With Padmani in Mumbai, Viren Ferrao, Times Now.
And joining me on the phone line is Vikram. Vikram, the EC obviously says that stringent methods were used to stop political parties from using freebies to lure voters. But obviously, as is evident from your report, these measures were just not good enough.
Well, indeed, despite the Election Commission's stringent measures that they have taken in the past 1 month to curb the bribing of voters across the state of Tamil Nadu, political parties have come up with ingenious methods to actually bribe the voters. All the political parties, whether it's the DMK, the ADMK, the Congress, every political party in the state has tried to bribe the voter in the state of Tamil Nadu, especially in the south of Tamil Nadu, where it was the practice that usually started sometime back in 2008, and now it's actually spread across the state of Tamil Nadu. Ingenious methods such as repaying loans of bribe voters, or repaying several other loans that they had, especially giving money directly, going and giving to them, or giving away recharge coupons of cell phones. So these are several methods that political parties have used to actually bribe the voter in Tamil Nadu. As we know from our investigation across the state of Tamil Nadu, right from Coimbatore to Tirunelveli to Madurai, we did speak to several people over here, and everybody has said the same thing, that the political parties are definitely hell-bent to actually bribe the voter. But the Election Commission, on the other hand, yesterday we spoke to the Chief Electoral Officer again over here. He says that they have been taking several measures to actually stop this particular practice, but they have been only partially successful at this point of time because they can't be omnipresent across the state of Tamil Nadu.
Right, Vikram, thanks very much for joining us. In fact, last night, Times Now's editor-in-chief, Arnab Goswami, questioned the political parties on the issue of using the power of money to buy people's votes.
Dr. Maitriyan, so are you, like you say, we are responding to the situation? Because, in some places, cameras caught voters talking about the AIDMK offering some 200 rupees in Madurai, for example. In other places, the going rate was 500 rupees by the DMK, 5,000 rupees. So you're not completely clean of this either. So what's going on?
In fact, see, elections generally, you have seen, problems arise here and there. But money power playing such a dominant role in electoral politics started off in 2009 with the Tirumangalam by-election, so much so that even Election Commission started calling Tirumangalam model in this election. And no less a person than the Chief Election Commissioner of India openly coming in the channels and saying that he is aghast about the money distribution indulged by the ruling party of the state. I mean, that speaks volumes for the money power that is playing in Tamil Nadu. Here is one envelope which I will show. This envelope, similar envelopes were distributed all over the state by the supporters and cadres of DMK.
What is that envelope?
This envelope will contain something inside. This is the symbol of the ruling party of Tamil Nadu, and this envelope will contain money, and that was distributed freely to all the major parts of the.
What proof do you have that that is a DMK envelope? You could have printed it.
Normally, I don't have to carry this envelope with me. This was given to us by the cadres who seized this money from the people who are distributing, and they were handed over to the local police, and the election observers were called there.
Ms. Kushbu, what's your reply?
It's again an allegation. The fear has already gripped in AIDMK, knowing very well that they're going to lose. So they have been coming out with different kinds of allegations for the last 3-4 days. First, the opposition supremo, she says that towards the 13th of April, my chief is going to play a game of falling sick and trying to win the sympathy vote. When that didn't work with the public, then she said when Sonia Gandhi and Dr. Kalainer are going to share the dais, they are going to be right. That didn't happen. Now she has come up with this.
No, ma'am, it's not all. It's your, Ms. Kushbu. Now I must come in. Now, Ms. Kushbu, I must come in now. You cannot dismiss this as all fiction, because it's not fiction. The fact is, the two districts where most of the cash and jewelry have been recovered have been Madura and Tiruchirappalli, both bastions of the DMK, especially of Karunanidhi's son and Union Minister M.K. Adagiri. The biggest recovery was in Tiruchirappalli, where a police team on a specific alert recovered more than 5 crore rupees in cash hidden on top of a bus. I mean, this is, it's not fiction. I am not making this up. It's brazen.
No, I know you're not making this up, but I'm saying, who does that money belong to? That has not been proved. That's what I'm saying. ADMK could be setting it up. We don't have to throw money at the people of Tamil Nadu to buy their votes. We don't have to buy their votes. We have been
senior police officials, Ms. Kushbu, senior police officials, and I'm not, senior police officials here have revealed that in the past 16 days, they have registered 118 cases, mostly against DMK members. They have also raided an Adagiri convoy on specific intelligence inputs that the car in it was carrying money to be distributed to the people. Police officers have been receiving threat calls from political parties and their members. The system is entrenched, Ms. Kushbu. You can choose tonight to deny all of this. But the country wants to know.
I'd rather not come.
What is politics coming down to?
Politics is not coming down. It's the opposition who's been coming down to. We have been running a very clean government. We had promised what we had promised in 2006. When we came to power, we have delivered. We have delivered. And if you look into the campaign, we have been talking about that. We have been talking about what we have delivered to the public of Tamil Nadu.